In the sixth five-year plan, probably about rupees 30,000 crores are to go. Out of these rupees 30,000 crores, rupees 10,000 crores is going to be probably on the import of the equipment. Are we not going to discuss it? Are we going in for Jaguars or Mirages? Or are we going to have a long term policy? I would like to place on the table of the House today a book brought out, I do not know by whom, the Indian Air Force on the occasion of its Golden Jubilee. The Chief of Army Staff has given the foreword to it. It has advertisements of Jaguars on its front and back pages. It has an aircraft advertisement on the first page. It shows various forces. It shows pulls and pressures which the Indian Air Force and the Defense Ministry are going through every day. But what I want to say is that this book contains, as per the Defense Ministry, a lot of secrets. This book says that there are so many helicopters, so many missiles squadrons. This book is giving an account of which squadron is where. There are photographs of our airfields in India. There are photographs of our aircrafts. I would like you to see this book. These are all supposed to be secret documents. They have been compiled. I want to go to some other topics, so I am not going to speak about it, but I am placing it on the table of the House. After recess, I shall take on this matter in detail. I would like to say that rupees 6,000 crores budget will be spent this year. 3 years back, our budget was rupees 3,600 crores, and now it is rupees 6,000 crores, which means the budget has gone up by nearly 50% in the last 3 years. It is a welcome thing and it is required. But what I am saying is that in spite of the money going up double fold, the money which should go towards the armed forces service conditions is not going there. What we require today is the consolidation of the armed forces. We are buying the equipment at a fast rate, but there is no consolidation. With this money, I think our first task should be the consolidation. In our basis, our members in the armed forces are not happy. Hardly 10% have got accommodation. Let us put our money in this area. There is where it is required most. Let us analyze our defense budget of rupees 600 crores. Mr. Vice Chairman, Sir, the central question of security is a society amongst people in nations requires that we be very clear as to what we mean when we use the words national security. National security has many ramifications. It would be simplistic to reduce it to purely the military angle. A discussion like this is not a discussion which limits itself to the concept of spend more, spend less on defense, like in the relationship between law and justice. It is not axiomatic that merely because we spend money and have forces, therefore we have security. The concept is of deep and multifaceted ramifications. I would seek your indulgence, sir, to quote on the aspects of national security. Sir, the commonly articulated Defense Ministry's viewpoint, as is evident every year, is the defense budget is to preserve as inviolate the frontiers of the nation and its internal sovereignty. This is the commonly articulated definition of national security. To my mind, this is limited both in vision and in application. Of course, the maintenance of internal sovereignty is very much a function of our armed forces. But national security is not merely the preservation of the territorial integrity of our frontiers. National security involves the preservation of values, the lifestyle and civilizational concerning. The purely military aspect of nation's security is therefore only a small but an integral component of a much larger concern. And even internally, the task is much more than a mere physical safeguarding of our boundaries. Our central concern when we talk about security is with the preservation of the Indian nation, and until we are clear about the core values of our nationhood and are able not only to articulate them but also to obtain a national commitment to them, we would not even know what is it that we are attempting to protect or to secure. These core values may well be destroyed if the nation is subjected to external aggression. But in today's world, aggression or imperialism has many ramifications.